Beginner tennis players, get your forehand over the net
and inside the lines.
Before we tell you how you can get your forehand over the net into the court, we're going to ask you for a favour. Subscribe. There's a button right there, so do it now.
Yeah, it really helps us, and it means you'll never miss a thing. So it will help you as well.
Exactly right.
Win-win.
So, here we go. Let's get our forehands over the net and inside the lines.
Yeah, you've got the grip covered because you've already watched that video, I presume. So now, what are you going to do between holding the racket and getting it over the net? You've got to get yourself from where you're standing to where the ball is. Sounds very, very basic, and we're going to try and keep it as basic as possible because ultimately it's not as difficult and not as complicated as others would have you believe.
No, we're going to use sort of 3 pillars, a mantra, if you like, of move, stop, play.
That's all you need to do. You need to move from where you are till you get to the right place, then you're going to stop. When you're in the right place and you start moving, time to play your shot.
Yes, and it's the stop that everyone sort of forgets or can get lost in translation, and even when you're much more advanced, that can get lost. Everybody moves to where they think the ball's going to be, because otherwise you'd be standing in the middle of a tennis court swinging your racket at nothing.
Seen that though.
Yes, I've seen that. No one forgets to play, otherwise you'd be moving to the right place and then just watching the ball go past.
I've seen that as well.
But it is the stopping bit which is so key, and this is going to help you out from the very first time you step on a tennis court all the way to when you're playing at Wimbledon.
Yeah, we have a whole online course which you can find in the description just below, which covers this in much, much more detail than we're about to go into, but everything else you need to know to get started playing tennis as well. Couch to Court, it's called, and it covers everything you need to know to get off the sofa and onto the court.
Yes, check out the description, you'll find the link in there, or anywhere you see our logo.
But time to get started, I reckon.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's get into the meat of it. Let's get you getting that ball over the net by being set up more appropriately.
You may have heard of the ready position, and that is how you're waiting for a ball. Your racket is in the middle of the body, you're in an athletic position as you can get into. Essentially, you're waiting to see what happens next. And here we go, we know what's happening next. The ball is coming to our forehand, and we need to go and get into the right position. We turn, and that means the racket is leading the way, and that is absolutely critical. And you keep going until you are in line with the ball, at which point you stop. And that is the point. Once you've done that, you have achieved the bare minimum to get the ball over the net and inside the lines. If your racket is behind the ball, the actual shot you have to play can be so basic that you can learn it in about 5 minutes. We've done that hundreds of times, thousands of times. We've taught people to go from having never played tennis before to being able to rally quite consistently, incredibly quickly, because once the racket's behind, it gets very, very difficult to miss.
Yes, and that's what we're doing. We are moving to where we're in the right place, and the right place is when the strings are behind the ball. We are stopping so that we're nice and steady to allow us to play and get the ball over the net and inside the lines. It all starts with this move, stop, play. Chant it like a mantra.
So as you can see, Joe is in ready position just over my shoulder here. The first thing he's going to do as soon as the ball leaves his opponent's racket is he's going to turn, in this case, to his forehand. And that's enough. His body is turned, his racket is now leading the way. At this point, he is going to follow the racket to the ball. Now, critical moment here, important point. Do not paddle the air with your racket as you run. We are trying to keep the racket still. Think of it like a guideline. You are trying to get a lock on the ball using the strings. When we teach the kids, we often say, imagine you've got an eye on the racket and it is looking for the ball. That's what we're trying to do. It doesn't matter where your feet are. It doesn't matter where your body is. They're not playing the ball back over. What matters is that the strings are lined up behind. As soon as you're in that position, you are going to stop, and then you've got as much time as you've earned to think about the shot you're going to play. But as we covered earlier, that can be enough. If you're strong enough and the ball is coming fast enough, you can just hold on tight and that ball will just bounce off your strings and go back over the net. Hopefully, lots and lots of times in a row, and everyone will be thinking you're a far better tennis player than you are.
And it's as simple as that. When you're starting out on your tennis journey, God, I hate that phrase, but there you go. When you're a beginner tennis player, this is what we want. We want to make the game as simple as possible. There are so many things going on when you're playing tennis. There's the elements, there's the court, there's the scores, there's the rules, there's the etiquette, all of which we go through on our online course. But We want to make the actual playing of the game as simple as possible so that it is as fun as possible and you keep playing it.
Yeah, and that's the point. If you start trying to perform long, complicated swings with different angles and spins, and it's just going to make things unnecessarily difficult. We are not saying you're never going to do them, we're just saying they're going to come later after you've mastered move, stop, play. Yeah. It is a very simple process, almost like a flow chart. Am I in the right place? No. Move. Am I in the right place? No. Move. Am I in the right place? Yes. Stop. And now we can play tennis. If you're not in the right place, you might as well be on the beach or at a golf course.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It would.
If you want more of this, we've got an online course. The link is in the description, but this course is going to take you through everything you need as a beginner. Forehand, backhand, volleys, serves, tactics, etiquette, everything, equipment. It's got everything you need. You can also subscribe to our channel where you'll get individual tips and individual bits of information for free. So don't forget to subscribe.
As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you never miss a thing from PH Tennis.